Remember that boundaries don't end relationships, they clarify them. Healthy relationships respect limits, while toxic ones challenge or belittle them. Are you feeling trapped in a toxic relationship and don't know how to break free? I've been there before, and I understand how overwhelming it feels. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 important steps that can help you reclaim your peace, your happiness, and finally allow you the strength, or give you the strength, to move on and really take control of your life and prioritize your well-being. This could be the breakthrough that you've been looking for your entire life. Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's Keishorne Scott, and today we're diving into something deeply personal to me, but incredibly important: toxic relationships. How to recognize them, how to leave them, and most importantly, how to heal from them. It's important though, very important, but taking you through these small steps can lead you to freedom, happiness, and the life that you deserve. All right, you deserve this. You deserve happiness, you deserve joy, you deserve everything good. So let's break down these 5 actionable steps that can help you heal, help you regain your power, and start fresh, especially in the new year. Trust me, your future self will thank you for this. Step 1, acknowledge the toxicity. This is the first step for your healing, right? It can feel easy to brush things under the rug, but healing starts with honesty. Ask yourself the hard questions. Do you feel drained after spending time with this person? Right? Are you often left feeling unappreciated, manipulated, or gaslighted, right? With this person? Do they constantly disrespect you, right? Or disrespect your boundaries, or even make you question your worth, who you are, what you bring to the table, or who you are as a person? You see, recognizing these patterns isn't about blaming yourself. It's about protecting your peace. You see, toxic relationships thrive in denial. I'm gonna repeat that. Toxic relationships thrive in denial. And the longer you ignore the signs, the deeper you let this sink in, right? You sink into emotional exhaustion. Denial prolongs the pain. You will not heal in denial. Admitting that the relationship is unhealthy takes courage. I get it, right? I didn't want to admit that my relationship was, unhealthy. But it's a powerful act of self-love. You have to recognize the damage, right? And create a space for healing. Create a space for change. You have to remember that you can't change what you refuse to confront. And I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. You cannot change what you refuse to confront. The awareness is you stepping into your freedom. The goal is to step into your freedom and heal on purpose. Give yourself permission to heal. Number 2, set boundaries. Boundaries aren't selfish. Boundaries are necessary. You have to understand that. You have to set healthy boundaries that are non-negotiable. Start by defining what you're no longer willing to tolerate, right? I know a lot of us, we tolerate a lot of, crap in relationship that we shouldn't, right? Is it constant criticism? Is this person criticizing me? Is it disrespect? Is it unhealthy communication patterns? You see, boundaries are not just words. They are here to enforce through action. You see, a lot of us, we talk about our boundaries a lot and people should respect them, but it's through action. We have to practice small, firm steps, right? If they react negatively to our boundaries, take that as a sign that you are not meant to be in my life, and I'm not meant to be in your life, and my boundaries is not working. You have to start paying attention to how they respond when you start to put yourself first, right? When you start setting boundaries, how is this other person responding to me? If the respect is lacking, that's another red flag. If they don't respect you, that's a red flag. You have to remember this. Remember that boundaries don't end relationships, they clarify them. Healthy relationships respect limits, while toxic ones challenge or belittle them. Let me tell you something. True love, right, and respect will honor your limits, while toxicity will resist them, right? When toxic people will resist anything good. Setting boundaries is an act of reclaiming your personal power. Take your power back. You have to keep standing firm, even if it feels uncomfortable, right? It's going to feel uncomfortable. But even if it feels uncomfortable, stand on your boundaries. Stand 10 toes down deep on your boundaries. Number 3, build a support system. I'm not going to stress to you how important a support system is. It is so important. You don't have to face this journey alone, and I don't want you to. Toxic relationships often make us feel as if like we're isolated, like we don't have anybody else in the world to hold us down. But reconnecting with those genuine people, I'm talking about the real ones, right? The day ones who can help you provide strength and love till your healing process matters, right? You got to think about the people in your life who uplift you. Friends, family members, even coworkers, even mentors. Reach out to them. Even if it feels hard at first, vulnerability creates connection. I'm going to say it again. Vulnerability creates connection. Sometimes it's not about seeking advice. It's just about feeling seen and heard. Online communities, support system, Facebook group, Instagram groups. There's so much incredible resources there that can help you grow and become a better person, right? And a stronger person. When you feel like no one else is around, you need that support system. So don't underestimate the power of therapy either. A professional who have the tools and the skills and the strategies to help you heal, to help you go from point A to point B, can really help you on this journey. They create a safe space that you need to process your emotions, to process your experience, to process your thoughts. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth and reinforce your decisions to leave that toxic relationship behind. Leave it. You see, having even one supportive person in your corner can shift your whole perspective. You don't need a large crowd. All you need is one solid friend that can help you and hold you down and say, you know what, you matter, you're seen, you're heard, and I'm here for you. Number 4, create an exit plan. You have to create an exit plan, right? You have to. Leaving a toxic relationship isn't easy. It's not simple. And it often requires a strategy, especially if there are financial or emotional involvement. That's hard, right? So you got to start discreetly planning your escape, right? Begin by writing things down, right? Be practical about these steps, right? Write them down, make it plain. Ask yourself these questions. And I want you to write this down. Grab a pen and paper, pause the YouTube video, grab a pen and paper. Where can I go if I leave? Number 1, where can I go if I leave? Do I need to save any money? Do I need to gather any important documents? Do I need to seek legal advice, right? If the relationship is abusive, you got to go, right? That's a safety concern. You have to prioritize your safety. Consider reaching out to the cops or organization or these hotlines that specialize in helping people leave these toxic, abusive relationships or situations. You don't have to do this alone. And I want you to understand this, and it goes back to the support system. You don't have to do this alone. There are resources available to help you and provide these resources for you. Think about the emotional, being emotionally prepared. Because leaving a toxic relationship can trigger guilt or second guessing. Maybe I'm leaving this person behind. I feel bad for leaving, right? They feel bad when they were hitting you and beating you and calling you all sorts of names. Your peace and your mental health is worth it. I need you to understand that. An exit plan isn't just about leaving. It's about ensuring that you are protected throughout the process. Plan for both emotional and practical steps and movements in this transition. You have to plan for it. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Or if you plan to fail, you fail to plan. You know the quote, right? So don't rush it. It's small steps. These small steps for your exit plan is going to bring you to a better, brighter place where you can heal and you can give yourself permission to heal and grow and live your best life. All right. Number 5, prioritize your healing. You see, breaking free is just the beginning. Right? Healing is where your true transformation happens, when you heal, right? Toxic relationships often leave this deep emotional scar. And it's essential that we take time to rediscover who we are. Because we are somebody, right? We are human. So we have to learn who are we outside of this relationship, outside this toxic relationship. We have to reflect on the activities and the hobbies that we once enjoyed, that we loved. What makes you feel alive? And what are you connected to? What are you connected to that you've lost? Right? Did you go to therapy? Do you want to journal? Do you exercise? Spending time with nature, family? Right? You have to consider joining workshops. Sometimes reconnecting with yourself means rediscovering the things that you've lost passion for, or creating a space where you can pour into yourself and find other passions. Right? Think of this as a season of growth, of renewal. Right? Healing isn't linear, right? But every step that you take towards self-love and reinforcing strength, that's a win. right? You got to understand that healing also means allowing yourself to grieve. And it's okay to grieve, right? Not for the toxic relationship, but for the parts of you that you have lost. Be patient and gentle with yourself. The goal isn't to replace, right? I'm going to tell you this before I close. The goal isn't to replace the void, right, left by this toxic relationship or person, right, with peace, right? The goal is to start replacing it with your peace, your joy, your happiness, your love, and going out and doing more I love me things. And I tell people that, right? You're not replacing it. You're kind of reinventing and reinforcing yourself so you can become better. All right, so there you have it. 5 powerful steps to break free from toxic relationships and reclaim your happiness, right? Which step resonates with you, right? Which step did you like the best? I want you to drop a comment below and let's start a conversation on healing, right? On rediscovering yourself, your experiences, your heartbreak, your healing, right? Your experience might inspire someone else. Your pain that you turn into purpose might inspire someone else. If you found this video to be helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop some comments. And I post videos weekly about relationships, healing, love, getting over your ex, dating, all these good stuff, right? But remember who you are. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect, peace, and your healing starts today. I'm Keishorne Scott, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.